For a second, he said bottom. I thought he said Bolton. It's like, Hex, are you shilling your favorite Game of Thrones house? But no, we're through that.
No spoilers, but man.
No spoilers.
It's been a tough year for the Dreadfort. I'll say that much.
It's a tough year for the Dreadfort. Dude, 2016, it's been such a mixed year, right? Is that the upside? Overwatch got released. That's really good for everyone watching the stream. Good for us, cast LRS. But man, some of the events in 2016, this year is really just.
It's
had its issues. Let's put it that way. And it's a presidential election year without even getting to that. So,
well, let's look at the
2017. Please hurry.
Yeah, please. All right, so let's look at the things we do know, and it's going to be WeUnited. This team of United players. Too Easy is going to be playing the McCree, of course. Rios will play the Lucio. Shadowburn is going to be on his Genji, which has been phenomenal today. He's been helped out by the tank play, though, a lot. And that's going to be Forsaken and Zombs. That's going to be on the D.Va and the Zarya, respectively. And Godspeed, Zenyatta.
Godspeed, Zenyatta. Well, it's really Godspeed when he activates his ult. Meanwhile, looking here at the side of the Bringos in blue. Thank goodness for that. Because I keep wanting to call them NG Blue anyways, which they're not anymore. But it's going to be Ladano on the McCree. You're on the Zenyatta. Zap on Winston. Nutty B on Lucio. Shade's going to be on Genji. And Mint, the final piece on the D.Va. D.Va's going to be in play here once more. Shades versus Shadowburn. We've seen this movie. We'll see if Bringos can come out on top. And they take out Shadowburn for first pick of the game. Uncharacteristic of that. Yeah, that's got to be it. Yeah. Like 2 quick picks, make it 3. This is Bringos in every conceivable way, and good on them. And trying to retake after another team gets first cap, easier said than done sometimes, especially on Control Center here on Lijiang.
I mean, it's not even just like the 2 picks. It's the 2 picks that they got were all of their damage. It was Shadowburn and Too Easy. Like, right away, both of them are down. You might as well wrap it up. Go home. And, like, it was Ladano and Shades that killed each of them, so a good showing so far.
Well, offense is not wasting much time, getting right back onto it. Shadowburn, of course, won the watch here for WeUnited. And the scary thing about Genji is that even when he doesn't get pickoffs, oh no, Ladano just comes in, the shot from across the map, takes out Shadowburn immediately. We have ourselves a different fight here. One of the biggest damage for WeUnited is out, and they can just be a lot more aggressive on this, although it's sort of working out for them that they're not being that aggressive. It's stalling out in a fight that they're very unlikely to lose. But Ladano goes a little bit too ham, gets taken out by Too Easy. And perhaps they assume too much as Too Easy gets the double kill. Gonna knock D.Va out of her mech as well. Down goes Mint, and Too Easy on a killing spree. Gets the 3K, and that is going to turn things right back in the favor of WeUnited. Still about 10 or 30% in the hole, though.
Yeah, but a nice flip there overall. And now we're in the ultimate phase of the game. Who can get more value out of their ultimates is the name of the game. Mostly it's Dragon Blade versus Dragon Blade lately.
Fire at will.
Oh, Graviton Surge does come out. So does a Sound Barrier from both sides. Everyone is breaking it down. Shades might be breaking a Dragon Blade here in just a moment, but here comes Shadowburn. He's going to unsheath the Dragon Blade first. Is in the backline, looking for McCree. Not able to get him just yet. Gets the slip move and actually gets the Gorilla Palm in the face. So Shadowburn going to go down to Winston there. Shade's fighting it right back, getting a little bit more value off of his Dragon Blade. The Bringos hanging in here, and they're going to retake control of this. Very even here thus far.
Yeah. You know, I think why this meta seems so snowbally is not only because the Mercy Resurrection is gone, it's because of the Zenyatta being in it. Because once one target's down with an orb, then you just target the next, and the next, and the next, and you have less people to really focus on, and those people getting focused are taking so much damage from the orb. Like, every time one person goes down, that next orb is instant. It's instant on the next person, and it just becomes really one-sided on these fights.
Oh, Too Easy returning fire does take out Shades back and forth. Too Easy on a double kill. He's been having a better McCree game here than he has had pretty much all day long. Gets a double kill to set up, has Zenyatta in his sights. Not much as Zenyatta can do in this situation aside from just stall out around the pillar, hope for reinforcements. Is still living, but no, goes down to the last shot from that McCree Peacekeeper railgun. It looks like a pistol, but make no mistake, that thing shoots rails.
It even has like the kind of light line behind it too.
Yeah, It's a pocket-sized railgun. We've evolved. We had big railguns in the past, now small railguns. I don't even know, but Ladano does come back with the Peacekeeper shot of his own, takes out Real, gets a double kill on the Too Easy, takes out the enemy McCree. Big plays right now coming out. Will Shadowburn be the savior? He's still in the fight, still has Dragon Blade.
He should not pop this.
Nope, does not pop it. Gets taken out by the Winston instead. And this is going to be a retake by Bringos. And look at how close this game is. 76% to 78%. Yeah. This is some great Lijiang action.
It's been super close. I'm really glad that Shadowburn did not pop his Dragon Blade because he needs to use it with the Sound Bearer coming up. Now, Too Easy, I think, is going to try to get up top and get this Deadeye from the roof. Nope, he's going to join his team. Never mind. He was going that way. Hard to be sneaky in that yellow suit, though.
Not Too Easy in a little bit of trouble. Here comes a Deadeye out on the way from Too Easy. Evo with the explosion on the way. Shadowburn gets the double kill, though, right away. Makes it a triple kill. Looks for a little bit more. Is in the back line. Gets the deflect at the very end. So Shadowburn, it's been a rough game for him, but he does come alive at the end. 99% for the Bringos. 81% now for WeUnited. And despite how close it's been, this is sort of do or die now for the Bringos. They need to move in and get control of this. They will have enough time to get fully onto the point, but they can't really get off of it once they get here.
Yeah, next fight wins this. That's it. Dragon Blade, you will be coming off from Shades. There's also a high noon.
Dragon Blade comes out from Shades. He opens with it, goes for the deflect. It gets Too Easy down with the aid of Yurg. Gets the double kill in the backline. Winston in trouble. Wouldn't be eating all sorts of damage, but he will actually live through that. Still, though, damage has been done to the backline. Bringos almost certainly going to bring this back in their favor. Shadowburn is dead. Too Easy is still approaching the fight. In fact, Too Easy is the only one up alive. He's not even going to be able to trigger overtime once more, and Bringos takes round one right away from WeUnited.
Yeah, server room, extremely back and forth. So we're running best 3 out of 5. I would not be surprised to see this King of the Hill go to 5 just based on that. That was so back and forth. Came down to the last fight, and really the only reason they won that last fight is because they had their ults timed a little bit better and had Dragon Blade up while the other team did not. Probably the difference in that entire stage.
I do not disagree, but gonna be moving on here. Of course, the team's once again trying to play a little bit of basketball here. Why focus on strat planning for the next round when you can try and shoot some hoops?
Well, you gotta do something.
I mean,
right? You know you're not switching your comp. Your comp's gonna be exactly the same, so give them some basketballs. Just really good planning by the development team.
This is my jam.
Really good. Well, here we go. Offense on the way for both teams. They both move in with Lucio at the ready. Shadowburn, Harmony Orb on him, trying to lead the way, getting healed up, and that's probably the one thing that's helping Genji more than anything else this patch. Even though he has to deal with the McCree poke, having Harmony Orb does deal with it a little bit more, but he's going to get taken out by the Winston again, not able to get away from that. Winston's still a little bit of his kryptonite.
You can't lose.
Yeah, McCree's down, Shadowburn is down. Ladano should be able to clean this up.
Cannot lose all your damage in your first 2 deaths. It's almost worse than losing your 2 supports in your first 2 deaths.
Well, especially right now with McCree just shooting absolute devastating shots with every shot. I mean, you'd say he's a glass cannon, but he's not really that squishy either, and has CC, so he's just a cannon. A sturdy, unassailable cannon.
Yeah, Cowboy Cannon. There we go. Yeah, it's a guy's new nickname. Cowboy Cannon. I think that's Tony Romo's nickname, actually.
Oh, the Cowboys. But either way, Ladano is able to take out Forsaken here. 2 kills here to the side of the Bringos. Shadowburn, though, fighting right back, does have Dragon Blade. He's gonna waste no time, brings it out immediately. Going in and around the rotunda here, looking for McCree. Really fears the Deadeye going against him, so he doesn't get as much from the Dragon Blade as he would have liked. But as Shadowburn has shown us, he doesn't need Dragon Blade to get kills, Hex. Gets 2 kills after the Dragon Blade goes down, takes out his counterpart, doesn't even care about Shades pulling up the Dragon Blade. The sound barrier, should be a retake here for WeUnited.
Yeah, pretty easily. Now, he's going to stall out and do this kind of Winston trampoline action, but it only does so long. But, you know, takes a couple of percentage. He was going to die there anyway. They do have to wait for him to get back in this for the next fight, though. So really, once you are losing the points on this stage in particular, it gets really hard to get back in. Which angle you're going to take? They're going to go bridge. That's gonna kill a couple.
Does come in, and multiple people getting sucked into that. Shadowburn, again, not playing up the Dragon Blade, figures he doesn't need to. I think he's right. The defense gets 2 kills off of that to start with. Down goes Shades in the back line, and Graviton is all they need to use to stuff that push from the Bringos. So, WeUnited making this not an easy task for the Bringos at all. Both teams fighting tooth and nail, and we're about to be tied soon, 49-49. Oh, and Shadowburn, do you want to be this up that forward, Shadowburn? That is risky.
Well, I mean, you're kind of safe because you have Reflect. It's similar in the way that we see Tracers do it because they had Rewinds, you know. You're safe-ish. They're going to come Pack Room instead, though.
Need Shadowburn holding on here on the top. he's holding on to the Dragon Blade, might be popping in a moment. The Winston, though, is zoning him out. He doesn't want to go inside. I think if not for the Winston, he would have. D.Va ult's about to explode here. Too Easy and Shadowburn do pick off 2 kills. They're looking for a little bit more. The Bringos push, not getting what they need to get.
No, not at all.
And Shadowburn goes down, but Too Easy should have the remaining cleanup here. Is fighting Ladano. Ladano goes down to the last Peacemaker shot, and WeUnited now 1 team fight away from evening up the series 1-1.
Yeah, this will very likely be the last push from the Bringos. Luckily for them, Shades just needs to get 1 attack in before he has Dragon Blade, and they're going to have Deadeye, so if they can get something going from them.
Soundbear does come up here from WeUnited. They're going to use this to try and hold on just a little bit longer. Dragon Blade comes out from Shades. He has to delay it because of the sound barrier. Moving in, will take out Reels, looking for a little bit more. Is this the opportunity they need? Does not get the final slice, does take out Too Easy though, some beautiful stars. And just like that, as overtime is ticking down, Bringo's in a great spot here to retake control. And now, for WeUnited, they have about maybe two and a half pushes to take this back. This is not a 1 round for them at all.
No, not at all. Shadowburn is up trying to get some more poking because he wants to get his Dragon Blade up. It will be up for the next fight, similar to the last fight. Dragon Blade's going to be up. Deadeye's going to be up. They're going to have this Graviton as well to work with. It has really been on the back of Dragon Blades that King of the Hill has been won or lost today.
Alright, so offense right now getting onto it. 2 kills coming out from WeUnited. It's a good start. The Graviton pulls in Winston. That's 4 kills. There's no res. This is going to be it for WeUnited. They're going to even up this King of the Hill map 1-1. Good engagement coming in from that, and overtime is in progress. Tracer might be able to get there, but oh, she's going to go down as well. Just not enough time. Oh no, not like this. Winston into the pit. Farewell. And this is where chat just fills up with RIP Harambe. There's no escaping. I just feel like it's gonna be with the game forever at this point. Like, long after most people have forgotten about that zoo incident. Like, doesn't matter. Oh, man. But pretty good stuff coming out from both teams. Incredibly close. We'll see what they have in store for us here on the night market stage.
Well, it looks like we are seeing a small switch, maybe, momentarily. Yuri's on the Tracer, but that means they'd be running single support. Yeah, he switches. Aw, my Tracer hopes are dashed. So, mirror match coming out from both sides. Exact same heroes. Actually, never mind. Zoms is on Zarya, whereas Mint is on D.Va. That's the one difference.
Alright, so Shades right now, both teams trading out. Ladano, though, able to get first pick on the Forsaken. Forsaken got a little bit too deep. Down goes Too Easy. The long-range shots from McCree hitting their mark. And Ladano, Zenya is going to be quick to fall here. The problem with Zen is that he got a health buff, but his hitbox is so big that it's really hard for McCree to actually miss his cross-legged posture. It's not going to happen in most cases.
It's very much like on Sanctum. I don't understand what is going through Winston's heads nowadays that they think they can still jump in. Forsaken jumped in, dropped his shield, got shielded by Zarya. Doesn't matter. Got discorded and absolutely wrecked by McCree. It's just too much damage being focused on one hero to be able to jump in like that anymore.
Yeah, Discord Orb really has ruined Winston's day for that. I mean, you can still jump in, but you have to wait for a pick or some sort of advantage. You can't be initiating the way they're. And Ladano, once again, lighting up Too Easy here. Definitely getting the better from in the McCree versus McCree battle in this round. Shadowburn going up pretty deep in. Soundbear comes out, though, from the side of WeUnited. They are putting all their cards on the table. They're moving forward. Down goes Ladano, the Shadowburn. Shadowburn on the double kill, aided by Forsaken. And WeUnited should be able to retake this here in just a moment.
Yeah, there's still a bit of a brawl going on the point as Zap is going to be taken out eventually.
Yeah, Zap's going to go down. I mean, this is where... really, Bringo should just hold back a little bit, wait for everyone to get back into play. Shadowburn, though, in trouble. Has a Discord Orb on him. And this is the problem. They didn't wait, and now the offense of WeUnited can be a lot more aggressive. Ladano's going to chain his death. And they just probably shot themselves in the foot to the tune of about 30% charge here on the point, if not more, just because they need to back out and not keep chaining deaths.
So hard to get.
I'll tell you what, McCree's many things. He's not exactly swift in getting back to the points.
No, not at all. That combat roll does not continue rolling you. That'd be great if it did. Just somersaults all the way there.
Deadeye does now come in over the top. Too Easy, though, able to counterfire, takes out Ladano, so been back and forth between the two Cowboys here. Too Easy, more life in him towards the end.
Get in there.
So for WeUnited, after a rough start, they have been able to keep control of the point. Ladano has not been able to get as much done. Too easy, not really landing too much in the way of shots here. It doesn't really matter. Soundbearer, though, does come in here from the offense. Here comes Shades. Dragon Blade at the ready. He is deep in right now, looking for the Zenyatta. Doesn't even care about the sound barrier. Looking for Too Easy. Will he get the final slash? He does. Gets two of the big problems in the back. It's not a clean win here by any means, even despite taking the victory in the back, but things are starting to look a little bit more up here for the side of Bringos, especially as Ladano gets that final pick.
Well, I mean, also during that time, Shadowburn was trying to get his own Dragon Blade off, and he got nothing on it. It's completely equalizer all. Generally, it's been the Dragon Blade has brought things back for one side or the other, but both are going to be down now. That is a flip over. Too Easy, though, takes on Shades. That's half the damage down.
Yep, Too Easy. WeUnited getting right back into it, even though the control is in favor of the Bringos at the moment. All the kills going for WeUnited. Most they're going to be able to do is stall a little bit for extra progress, but that's not really what they need to sell for here. They just need to recover and go for an attack as soon as possible. They will lose it here. But the one thing in their favor is that the winner of the next fight, Hex, probably going to win the game. If WeUnited wins it, that's it.
Yeah.
If Bringos win it, it's almost it. There will be a slight last chance, but it's not going to be a good last chance, so... But look at this, WeUnited holding really far up. Will they even be able to touch the point here? They're going to have to sacrifice a lot of positioning in the beginning. Shadowburn does have Dragon Blade at the ready. He's going to use that Dragon Blade right now, looking for the other Genji. Gets eliminated by Shades, though. Shades with the superior ninjutsu. We are now in overtime. It's still an advantage of WeUnited. 5v4. As Forsaken able to take out Shades, and again, there's no res. This is going to be it. WeUnited will take this round, and they're going to be one round away from taking Lijiang.
Yeah, Skull is going to come in, hoping for a miracle. Miracles don't happen anymore in this patch, not the way overtime works.
No, we went from one extreme to the other, where before it's just sort of, all right, we're in overtime, you know, grab a Snickers, go up, watch and relax, and it went from that to sort of, well, it's... Overtime is really just, are you winning the last fight, you get a little bit of extra time, which is probably how it should be.
Yeah, makes sense to me. So that is 2-1 for WeUnited on this first map of our grand finals. Of course, if they win this map, they will be up 2-0 in this best of 5 as they enter the series with an advantage. What stage are we on? Control Center? Yep, so this is the map that earlier was won by the Bringos. So we could be going to a 5 here.
That is completely possible. Bringos looked pretty good last time they were on this map. Oh, note, by the way, Shades no longer on the Genji, now on Reaper, and I think this is a good move. I mean, Shades has had better moments on Genji over the course of the day, to the point where I don't think it's a mistake for him to be on it, but he always looked better on the Reaper anyways, when he played it earlier, so I don't know why he hasn't been on Reaper. Maybe it'll work out for him here. Certainly will help control the Winston a little bit more, if nothing else. To the point I think they might switch off as Forsaken goes down immediately. Zaf goes down in turn, though. 3 kills here for the side of WeUnited. Doesn't matter that their Winston went down because they took out the other Winston and more Hex.
Yeah, that's a completely one-sided opening to this map. Zeph is going to be a little careful. Yeah, he's just going to set his bubble down and hang out. Can't do much else there.
Alrighty, so both teams trading off, but first control will go to WeUnited. Zaf trying to move in, Zaf immediately just getting blown up by the Discord Orb. Shadowbird now in the backline with Dragon Blade, going to get just shot in the face by Shades. 2 kills here for the side of the Bringos, and they should be able to pull this back in their favor unless they really feed going in, or Too Easy has incredible heroics, and he's McCree. Her incredible heroics are always on the table. Deadeye does come out, does do a lot of damage, but will get taken out in turn, and Bringos will be solidifying this point.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
Shadowburn's in here, but I don't know if this is the right move. I mean, this is a 1v4 right now. I mean, it would be great heroics, but now it's just not going to happen. Especially not with Winston there. It's so much harder to get the last-ditch Genji shenanigans when you have a Winston that can just sort of W-mouse-1 you.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay when you control the point because you are essentially just buying more percentage points every second you're alive when that's happening. So if they had not controlled the point they were dying, it would be awful, but in this situation, it was okay.
Well, they are coming back in. Transcends is on the way. Mint should be dropping Diva ult here in just a moment. Soundbear does come out from the Bringos as they move right in. Ladano picks up the double kill. Not intimidated at all by the Transcendence. Looks for Shadowburn. Down goes Shadowburn. And Bringo's going to hold strong. And we're going to be tied 44-44 here in just a moment, Hex.
Yeah, probably about that time the next fight really takes off. Now, it's going to be interesting to see where the Bringos decide to hold this. Yeah, very careful. Zafari's been playing with fire twice this game. He does get out. They're just going to hold on center point.
Move to the beat.
Well, on center point, we do have McCree coming in off the flank. Doesn't work out as Shades gets a double kill on the Reaper. Makes it a triple kill. Death Blossom, left click elbow. And that's over before it really begins. Good stuff by Shades to set that up. And now 55% here for the Bringos. They want to stay alive. They want to force a round 5 right here in King of the Hill. Because again, they're already down a map by virtue of coming out of the lower bracket. So they need everything they can get.
Yeah, they've looked really good on this stage. This seems to be their stage. Here comes the Soundbearer Dragonblade, though.
Shadowburn coming in here, Dragonblade on the ready, does take out Zeph, looking to take out Ur. Gets the triple kill in the end, and look at Shadowburn, 2 HP! He does this all the time where it doesn't matter how much damage he takes, there is no back button in his body. And as a result, WeUnited is going to take control of this point, but one downside for them here is that if Bringos is able to come back and take this, it will be round to them in all likelihood, 80%. Yeah.
They've been more aggressive on their holds, though, trying to get much more chip damage in than the Bringos have.
Looks like Ladano right now, doing a little bit of combat roll, moving in, was looking to take out Shadowburn, does not get the pick off just yet. Might be looking for a Deadeye here in just a moment. Although Deadeye's been getting stuffed so often, I feel like they come in flatter in these fights right now to better effect, as Godspeed will get taken down. The Diva ult connects, takes out Zarya. And this is big here for the Bringos. If they win this fight, they're very likely to win the round. And Hex, they're winning this fight.
Yeah, pretty easily. Mint on his Diva. I mean, to your point about Deadeye, it seems like it's just, you shouldn't even hit Q. Not in King of the Hill anyway. These McCrees have gotten nothing off of these Deadeyes. Not zoning, not anything. It really just makes them shiny and a giant target. They've been getting killed every time they hit Q.
And Sub's going, oh no, Ladano finds too easy, gets 1-2, takes him out, even if he dies here, but he's not gonna die here. He gets the Soundbearer, he's still in this fight. Diva ult coming out here from the oh no! The Diva ult takes out 3, Forsaken, striking with that Mecha Bomb. Oh my goodness. So, WeUnited coming in, the Diva last-ditch play, exploding with a boom. And now with 90% left, maybe you can cause overtime here and bring it back, but this is not a good look here for the Bringos, and what a way to go out here on Lijiang if that is what's going to happen.
Now it is.
And Shadowburn does pick up 2 quick kills.
Yeah. Wow. So, you know, just a typical day where Diva Ultimate wins a King of the Hill match. What year is this?
Diva Ultimate takes out 3 people. All I'm seeing in my head, in my mind's eye, is a Twitch emote, not like this. Just, oh, you can't have that happen. Didn't get play of the game at least, so, you know, there is some sort of justice in the world. Said it was Shades just running with Blossom. Set them up, knocked them down. It actually was a 4K.
Yeah, really nice play from Shades there. Not quite enough, as WeUnited will take the first map on Lijiang Tower. They are up 2-0. They're on set point. So it's going to be up to the Bringos to decide what map they want to go to next. Our map pool includes Route 66, Hollywood, and Kings Row, of course. But Bringos have been the ones who've wanted to go to King of the Hill for the most part. That is kind of their choice lately. They're the one who banned out the last King of the Hill, or the last payload map in Route 66 to bring us to King of the Hill. They've done it in the other sets we've seen them. They're the ones who wanted to play King of the Hill, so losing this early has to hurt them.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's not what they want. Now they have to do the reverse sweep, which against a team like WeUnited, easier said than done. I feel like WeUnited does have holes, but right now, Shadowburn on his Genji is doing a really good job of covering those holes. I feel like Ladano's actually gotten the better of Too Easy more often than not, but Shades has definitely performed, or underperformed relative to what Shadowburn's been doing. So between the two, I think it evens out. It actually ends up being a slight edge to WeUnited here thus far.
I've been really impressed with Zoms and Forsaken, mostly like because yeah, we're talking how great Shadowburn is. One, he's getting the orb a lot from Godspeed. Godspeed's playing a really nice Zenyatta as well, but his tanks have been there with him every step of the way. The Zaryas especially have kept him alive. You know, when you mentioned like he's got 2 HP, how's he alive? Well, Zarya probably kept him alive in a lot of those situations, and you know, their Diva play in front of him has been really nice too. Now Mint has had some good tank play of his own, but I think the tanks for WeUnited have really shined today. They're allowing Shadowburn everything he needs to be lighting up the kill feed.
Well, we'll take a look here. I do believe it's going to be
King's
WeUnited
Row.
here on the attack first, but we are going to King's Row, Hex. The dream is real. I never thought I'd be saying that sentence quite like that, but we're going to King's Row.
Well, the storm has arrived here from Minnesota. It is now in Chicago, so my mood lighting is fitting King's Row now as it gets a little foggy and stormy out here.
I told you that storm was coming.
Yeah,
I'm your early weather report.
Yeah, you totally
you just
are.
have to trust me.
Oh, winter is coming. All right, well, I'm actually happy for the storm because it's been about 145 degrees, give or take. I think that's been an accurate measurement, so maybe it'll cool us off a little bit.
145 degrees.
It's been so hot. Ugh.
I feel like the office buildings probably don't help that either. Like, where does the heat go to dissipate? Just like hitting concrete, like...
Well, I live like in a neighborhood, so like there's parks. I'm surrounded by really nice parks, actually, so it's not like the swelling.
Parks that you're afraid to go to catch Pokemon because you think you'll look weird.
Well, yeah, that's because I'll be the bad guy in these parks, which is why I live in an
that park. Your tax dollars pay for that park just as much as other people's tax dollars. Hex, stand up for your rights. Go to that park and catch yourself a Bulbasaur.
I've just been uninterested in the Pokemon thing. Like, I'm more interested in watching people get hit by cars while catching Pokemon. That's like, have you not seen this? Like, people catching Pokemon are hitting cop cars while they're driving. They're getting hit by cars. They're stampeding through New York City. They're
phrase that. I'm just like, geez, absolutely savage. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Get your head out of your phone. Anyway, so we're ready. They're asking if we're ready. We're definitely ready.
We are ready. We are good to go. King's Row going to be here. WeUnited looking to close us out. Bringos looking to stay alive. See how this works out.
All right. Generally I would go through, like, what are they going to run on defense here? Maybe we'll see a Torb. Maybe we'll see a Symmetra. The meta is totally different here and there. Are they going to run a defensive Junkrat? Are they going to run a defensive Pharah? What I will tell you is that Ladonna is going to play McCree. Mint is going to be on Reinhardt. So, hey, a little bit different. All right, some switch-ups. Yuri will be on Zenyatta. Nutty B playing Lucio. Shades, I believe, actually might run this defensive Junkrat. I would love to see it. And Zaf is going to be on the defensive Zarya. Zarya makes sense. No, Winston instead. So, a little bit different from the lineups we've been seeing today. Mostly on the defensive Junkrat, a.k.a. Trash Mouse.
Yep, that's one thing. Shades has been very much into repping Trash Mouse on historical parts where you would run him, which includes Hollywood First Point, which includes King's Row First Point. Like I say, it's been a pretty bad day for First Point defense in general. Again, I don't know if it's something in the water, something in the meta, or what, but hang on a second. Oh no. The change is coming. Will it be Reaper? No, it's gonna be Torbjorn! Yeah. I did not expect this. Here we go. Aardvark pays off. Blue Torbjorn for the Bringo. I mean, it makes sense. Why wouldn't it be a blue? It's on the way.
All right, now this is something that Envy has run to great success. They're the only team that's really been able to run a Torb super successfully on this point. I think they're going to try to keep it a surprise, which is why you see the turret in the back corner here. Envy runs it dead center.
Show them what you can do.
Alrighty, well, the gates have opened. It's going to be reunited here on the attack. Shadowburn going up over the top. A little bit of Genji shenanigans as he gets to high ground. Gonna be looking for the turret, and this turret is not gonna be long for this. Uh-oh. Torbjorn coming in. Shadowburn finding Winston right in his face, and Winston going to take him down. So Shadowburn, it was a good approach, but he didn't count on Winston out of nowhere. So offense already down one person. Start this out. Down on a pretty safe position on the ground floor. Poking behind the Reinhardt shield, looking for 2easy. Gets one shot to 2easy, takes him out with the final shot, and 2easy was almost a safety, just not quite yet. McCree versus McCree fights, when you win them, it's huge just because it's so hard to actually win without your McCree, right? Especially while the other McCree is still up.
Now, I really like this defense coming out. I mean, knowing that the McCree is definitely going to be in the mix, knowing that Lodano has had a really nice couple games against 2easy, give him all the shields you want in front of him. Make him impossible to hit behind there. Or no, for the defense, yeah. I mean, it just really ends up supporting Lodano, who's been one of your best players today on McCree.
Yeah, well, they're rolling right in. The offense taking a second crack at it. Shadowburn way more successful this time. Gets revenge onto the Winston. Going onto the turret. Down goes the turret. Uses Dragon Blade for it as well. Didn't want to take any chances. Now looping around the backside. Looking for the McCree. Transcendence, though, going to make the rest of this Dragon Blade pretty much not worthwhile. As Shades, Aardvark paying off, takes out D.Va. Almost has Molten Core up. Fighting Genji. Throws him the Claw Hammer.
I can move this.
And for now, Defense is going to hold, surprisingly so. It looked like the offense might have it, but not just yet. They're going to have to at least use a Graviton to crack this Hex.
You'd think. I hope Shades doesn't get super greedy. He's got to hit core now. There it is.
Graviton comes out, not quite giving them the results they need. The defense holding strong. They get 2 kills right away. Shadowburn, though, going back in turn. Almost has a Dragon Blade up. Molten Core is up right now, though, and even though D.Va's trying to stall it out, still it works out. Does take out the turret with her ult, but very back and forth. Bloody fight in general. Shadowburn, not to be denied, goes right back in after the boop. Slicing and dicing. Gonna get the double kill. It's taken up by Winston one again. Winston, just the Genji main, but I do believe the respawn wave, or waves, I should say, have finally done their toll, and they're gonna get this point, but not before 2 minutes and 20 seconds fade off the clock.
Given the trends that we've seen today, that's a pretty solid defense. Generally, we've seen first points in hybrid maps just absolutely been wrecked. First pushes, second pushes at most there. So to be able to hold on for that long is a pretty good achievement. I think they caught them off guard with it a lot. I do not think that WeUnited expected that composition. Now they're back to standard. Mostly standard.
Damn it.
So both teams right now trading off. Shadowburn does go in a little bit aggressively, ends up paying the price, eats a Discord Orb, eats the McCree left click. Jade's able to turn the tables here, and the defense for Bringos is going to hold on strong, and for Bringos, I really feel like they want to get a full hold here. I mean, obviously that's the goal of any defense, right? But they need a little bit more of a buffer here against WeUnited. They don't want to have to deal with, all right, now we have to actually set a really quick time to beat this. Just give them their offense a little bit of rest by putting on good defensive performance here. But Town Baron now is coming out here from the offense, as is the Dragon Blade from the defense. Shades in the back line, sort of stymied here by both the Transcendence and the Sound Barrier. Still alive, still deflecting in the back, but will go down to 2easy. 2easy picking up the double kill, and 2easy's been a little bit quiet most of the game, is starting to explode, but a big Earth Shatter comes in from the defense, knocks down 3, sets up Ur. The Zen damage is real, and Ur completes a triple kill. And yeah, I get used to seeing that. Zen, compared to other supports, does a lot more damage.
That was a super nice Earth Shatter, though. The initial strike of it ended up getting a kill on its own, took down Shadowburn, who was already low. However, the next combination is going to be on table for the offense. It's going to be Graviton into Dragon Blade. If they can get that going successfully, they should be able to push through this street section.
Yep, 2easy able to take out Zap.
They might not need it.
Shadowburn onto Ur.
Yeah, they might not need this.
So, definitely pushing forward, doing what they need to do. The offense with a lot more momentum. 2easy takes out Nutty B from across the map. Oh my goodness, the McCree power. This is stuff that McCree did not do last patch. The fall off, just not there anymore. The Peacemaker, really good at long range. Oh my goodness, Shades, good night. And this is going to be point here for WeUnited. They've gotten past their first point malaise. They should be through the streets phase pretty quickly here as, oh man, Winston just getting shot out of the air. Not like this.
It's a pretty fast street phase. So it's still on pace for a decent time as WeUnited, despite that first defense hold.
Well, it is high noon on all sorts of levels right now. 2easy able to take out Ladonna. That's a double kill. 2easy coming alive here. I think he heard me saying he hasn't done all that much in a little bit. Well, he got 2 kills to start this out. Has Genji perhaps dead the right spot? The Earth Shatter coming in from Mint, knocking down 2. Not quite enough to seal this, but oh man, the counter Earth Shatter coming out from Forsaken saying, look, I can hit the hammer really hard too. 2 extra kills here coming out from the offense. And WeUnited, these Reinhardts a mirror of each other in the most literal of ways. They both charge into each other. Ladano, though, on the defense might be the difference maker. Gets a double kill, and they'll stabilize here at the 11th hour.
Yeah, he's got that cleaned up. Mint has played a great tank today, just all across the board. His Diva's been really nice. His Reinhardt has been phenomenal, actually, changing fights in their favor more than once today. It's been a real standout. Now, they do have both DPS ults incoming here, so a decent push upcoming for WeUnited.
All right, well, we do have the Deadeye coming out here from 2easy. Skulls starting to light up here. And he gets the pick on to the Lucio. The shield failed at last moment. He gets the double kill. Looks for the triple kill. Not able to get just yet, but Shades going down the Shadowburn. Shadowburn more than happy to oblige with the sword. And this should be it. WeUnited will be capping this out here. Time of about 6 minutes and 42 seconds. 6 minutes, 43.
Complete. Switching side. Score 0.
I'm not too shabby coming up from WeUnited, especially given what happened in the first point where they were having all sorts of trouble to start out this map.
Yeah, I mean, it just got better and better for them as they push. First was pretty tough for them. Second, they got stalled out here and there. And then third, they kind of just rolled right through to the end, despite that one nice play from Mint there, slowing them down. So a beatable time, but it is a time that means that they have to complete the map. It's all right. So I don't think we're going to see WeUnited bust out anything a little bit different on the defense like we saw from Bringos last map. I doubt we'll see Torbs. I doubt we'll see Symmetras. It looks like they're going to be queued up as standard. That is exactly what is coming out on this defense from WeUnited. Too easy on McCree. Forsaken will run Reinhardt. Godspeed Zenyatta. Shadowburn will be running Genji, and Zoms on the Zarya, and Real ZX on Lucio.
Alrighty, meanwhile, take a look here at the offense as they set up here for the side Bringos. An offense that's going to have to move pretty quickly here. 6:43 is the time to beat. Going to be Ladano on the McCree, Shades on Genji. You're going to be on the Zenyatta. Nutty B on Lucio, Zaf on the Zarya, and Mint going to be on the D.Va. I guess one interesting thing to know is that there is no defensive D.Va coming out here from the side of WeUnited.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know. I think Zoms is probably just more comfortable on the Zarya. He's been playing a great one today. And then you definitely still need a Reinhardt on defense here, just to give your DPS a chance to do anything. Yeah, a little bit interesting.
Right, well, the timer has begun. The offense is on its way. And Bringos right now just desperately trying to stay alive. They want to force another map if they can. And the key to that is going to be getting a quick first attack here on point A. Shades right now going around the backside. Already looking for the Lucio and the Zen. Needs to pick at least one of the two targets. Has the deflection. Takes out Too Easy of all people. So you're down to McCree on defense. And that is all good here for Bringos. Down goes Forsaken. And again, the trend of just first point defense is not being well or good. Just continues.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Shadowburn does take out Shades towards the end, but there's such presence on the point right now from Bringos. They should be able to take this, barring the miracle of miracles. And Shadowburn doesn't have Dragon Blade up yet, so that's usually the miracle you'd be looking for here. It does stall it out a little bit. Eats a Peacemaker shot right to the rear, and this is going to be a very quick cap from the Bringos. Down goes Too Easy. Down goes Godspeed. Mick left click. At doing all sorts of work, and I mean, this is just a new patch. Get ready for McCree's making big plays like that over and over
But
again.
why were they even up there, those four, trying to like contest the point? And what sequence of events did they have in their minds that they were going to get that back? Because I didn't see a possible scenario in which they kill enough and then get back on the point to make it worthwhile. And they were clearly going to get hunted down if they didn't. Really rough. They give up a lot of space here in this second phase already because of those late deaths.
Well, time-wise, this is everything Bringos need and more. They have the ult advantage as well. Soundbear, though, and Dragon Blade are coming out here from the defense, so those are the two ults they have. They're making good use of the Shadowburn, slicing, dicing the back, takes out two, takes out three, and immediately turns things right back in the favor of WeUnited, despite all the ultimates out there. But there is one saving grace here, which I think teams should do a little bit more often, is that they didn't really blow anything.
Yeah.
In fact, they blew nothing on the offense, so, okay, you took us out really early on the attack phase for Streets, so what? Now you have no Sound Bearer, you have no Dragon Blade. Now we're going to use our Sound Bearer Dragon Blade. We're on the way in. Earthsharer, though, does sort of be the difference maker. It knocks down three. Forsaken trying to equalize this ult disadvantage that the defense has. Mint with the D.Va blows up Godspeed. So the Dono's still in here, but this is not quite as decisive as they would have liked. They do have to use the Graviton here. And Ladano will get the cleanup. Too easy. The last one remaining just gets run right over. Where's 76 when you get the entire get out of my way, I'll run you over? Well, Too Easy definitely could have heeded that advice.
Well, they're going to take this point, I think, pretty much uncontested. Never mind, Forsaken wants to set up to at least posture that he's going to take back this point. Is it
right now coming out from Ladano? The deflect was up, breaks the right archer immediately, but one plays too long, gets taken out by Zombs. The defense being highly aggressive. Shadowburn, of course, knows no back, has the Dragon Blade out, has the double kill here thus far, looking to take out Zarya. Has to put the blade away at the very end. Oh my goodness, that Zarya is so charged up. She's still a threat here. Could melt Shadowburn down. That's why Shadowburn just had the back out of there in a hurry.
He's chasing her now. He just wants that kill, finishes it. Godspeed does. A long distance orb, and now they're just really repositioned back in the streets. 3:30 to finish out the map, or it's going to be WeUnited's tournament.
Yeah, WeUnited definitely on the verge of the 3-0 here in the grand finals. They're restabilized here in the defensive streets phase, and I really feel like even though the ultimates are not in favor of Bringos right now, they have to find a way of winning this next fight. I mean, they need some heroics from Shades. Shades needs to channel his inner Shadowburn right now, pick up a few kills without the Dragon Blade. I don't know what. But if they lose this fight time-wise, it's going to be very, very hard for them to come back in. So Shades does get to the backline right now. Throw some poke onto Reinhardt. Not really killing a target, but Ladano does get the fall through, takes out Forsaken, gets the kill on the too easy. But Shadowburn has had enough. He dashes right into the Graviton, takes out 2. And now WeUnited, they have to be feeling it. They are on the edge of their seats, Hex, because in 2 minutes and 45 seconds, if this card does not reach the end, they will be the weekly champions.
Yeah, game clock is nearly matching point clock now, except game clock's about 10-15 seconds faster, and this has been a rough second part of the streets phase here. They don't have ult advantage. They're going to be pushing into this kind of, you know, really underpowered here. I would not be surprised to see them initiate this. They do.
Well, Shadowburn right now going to the back line, looking for Ladano. Doesn't have him just yet. Ladano gives him the slip, gives him the flashbang, but no, it's not enough. Shadowburn with 9 HP, living, taking out that McCreary threat, gets the double kill in the end. The rest of his team backing him up in the process, and Hex, with 2 minutes left, this is potentially the victory lap now for the side of WeUnited.
Maybe.
They have to be feeling it.
Yeah, maybe. They did use a ton of ults to initiate that fight, though, which I think was smart. I think they're feeling it like they were actually playing their best right now, so they want to take fights when they're all, like, in the zone. But they are going to be really outgunned here.
Well, Graviton Surge does come up here, does pull in some members of the defense, doesn't quite get the effect they're looking for. Only 1 kill to start that out. Now it's 2, now it's 3. They're moving in. The last-ditch effort from the side of Bringos. Shades throwing in shurikens on the back, looking for the McCree. Not able to finish him off here just yet. As Ladano does take down Shadowburn, looking for a little bit more. Yep. Down goes Lucio, but is it too little too late? There's a minute 23 left. There's still hope as Too Easy gets domed.
I'm on fire.
Yeah, they need to win every fight from here on out. If Zombs can win the game. Zombs can win the game if he gets a 3 to 4 man Graviton here, because they're going to have the follow-up. They're going to have Dragon Blade, they're going to have Earth Shadow, they're going to have everything they want. Zombs has the cue to win the game right now.
Well, Zombs is moving in. He's going to be looking for this Graviton moment. This is where the, by rights, where he should be throwing it out, is waiting for it. The Graviton does come out. Ladano, though, on the Deadeye takes out Shadowburn. That big threat is down. Down goes Zombs. Hex, time-wise, it's 50 seconds, but look at the Earth Shatter from Forsaken. Is he the difference maker? Sets up for 2 kills. The McCree is down. Swings the hammer. There is no res, because there's no Mercy. Not in this meta right now.
Who is this Mercy you speak of? I vaguely remember a Ziggler.
Well, there's still a few members of the offense here on the cart, but they need a decisive fight here, Hex. They can't have Shadowburn just swing his sword willy-nilly all over the payload, taking out 2 before falling.
That might be
Time-wise, we are down to 23 seconds. And Hex, mathematically now, I don't think this is going to happen, and it is going to be WeUnited's Cup. GGs are called. It got a little bit interesting towards the end, but WeUnited, what a tournament coming out from them. They take it all. Congrats to them.
Yeah, good for them. I really am curious. I'm going to try to talk to some of the guys maybe and see, like, how serious is this roster? How set is it? I think that there's a pretty solid core of players here, not just the DPS, but I think they've got some good play out of everyone on this roster. Are you going to be scrimming? Are you going to be practicing? Are you trying to take this roster to the next level? Has it gone beyond a team built out of spite? Are you serious about this? Because
a team built out of spite.
Well,
I mean, the name is certainly out of spite.
Yeah.
That much is for sure. But does it go deeper?
So yeah, congrats to them. Also, Bringos, of course, are going to be looking likely for a new sponsor, I believe. Well, that'll be official the next week, but all signs point to no longer being Northern Gaming Blue. So get through to this end as well. So it was a pretty open roster, anyone or open tournament bracket. Anyone could have taken it, but congrats to WeUnited. You know, they got a win under their belts. It's a weekly win. Good for them.
Yep, and that's going to do it for us here today. Hex, do you have any final sellout, shout-outs, anything you want to say before we head out here for the day?
I'll keep it brief because it's been a long day, but on Twitter, I am at Hexagrams. On Twitch.tv, I'm at Hexagrams as well. You know how to figure out the Twitch.tv stuff. Thank you for casting with me, ZP. We'll see you all tomorrow. We'll be there, and then, yeah, plug out everything we're doing. Follow this channel as well. If this channel is on, it's generally ZP and I casting Overwatch.
Yep, Hex saying most of it for me. Just follow me, Twitter at TempoZP. Following your favorite casters on Twitter is one of the best ways of showing support. Tomorrow I will be back with a camera by hell or high water. I'm not going to let bug out for a third cast in a row. That would just be miserable. I don't even know what's going on there, but I will figure it out. I will use the power of the internet. But that aside, we've come to the end of our cast here today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.